everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Enjoy the Bounty of Planning with Tonisha Taylor. So y'all, I decided to do a rare front-facing video to talk about an order that I placed with cloth and paper because I got stuff all over my desk. And I don't feel like cleaning it off first and then doing this video. So, because I got projects in the works, and so I just kind of want to leave those projects piled up for the moment and still do this unboxing. So, y'all, from cloth and paper, I did it. So, I think it was now 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, the happy hour video where they talked about, the Spain collection. I wanted to get some notebooks, and y'all bought the notebooks up. And so I had to wait for the restock, but I got it. So let's go ahead and take a look at these. So as always, we have our order coming in these linen bags. So let's just pull this out. I love these little bags. They're so, now I saw somebody who said that they were able to use these as like a shoe bag, and I don't know, it was, some of y'all got little feet, and that is not my blessing, praise God. So, but I have used them for other stuff when I travel. So I use them to hold like pens. I have actually even used them to like put notebooks or other things in there that I just need to keep track of, and so they have a lot of uses. So we have our little to keep folder that has our receipt and then our freebie cards. So we'll put the receipt down. So ooh, so this card has a picture of the CP Petite folio in Catalonia. That's so pretty. And then we have these other two journaling cards. This one in French says where there's a will, there's a way. And this is just a white card with black ink. And then we have this gray one that says find your individuality, which just has, I think this is so cute, has like little eyes, lowercase eyes, and a bunch of different typesets and formats. So cute. So I got a couple of things in this order, but we are gonna start with these two beauties. Oh my gosh, you guys. So this color for the Cornell notes, I think I said in the happy hour that I don't even like Cornell notes like that. It's gonna be loud. There we go. So like as a note-taking format, I'm not a huge fan of Cornell notes, but this color, I'm a fan of this color. So this color is so beautiful. The color is called Mykonos. So it's kind of this soft kind of gray green color, which I'm sure you can tell more against sort of the green colors in this room. It is so beautiful. I love that the notebooks have this little band around them, and they give you all the important details you need about this notebook. So it tells you the color, the size, and the number of pages. So the page count on this is 220. Look at how thick that is, you guys. Can y'all see how thick that is? 220 pages. And then this is the A5. So A5 and half letter are similar in size. A5 is a little bit taller and just a little bit narrower. Is that right? I believe that's how it goes. And then the half letter is, yeah. Because I use the half letter. So really the difference between A5 and half letter is that actually half letter is a little bit taller, right? It's just a little bit taller, and it's a little bit more narrow, right? And so if you're using a notebook cover, that is saying that it comes in A5, it'll probably suit a half letter as well. But you know, it would be a little play, right? Ooh, you guys. So I love that you also on the front, it does tell you, it says cloth and paper in gold, and then Richmond, Virginia, because that's where the company is. And then the third one is gonna be, it says Cornell Notes to tell you what this actually is. So hopefully that's focusing in. Now, the way that this looks, I love that you kind of get this little extra on the side here, right? And the way that this is like coming over the spiral, I think that is so pretty for some reason. So when you open this, this is laying flat because that extra amount is covering the back of the spiral, okay? So see how that's covering the back of the spiral? So that's why you get that little bit of a lip on this, right? Now that is kind of nice if you're somebody that also uses like page flags to mark things. That might be kind of nice that you're getting a little bit of that back flat that's giving you a little bit of edge, a little bit of a lip. Now the front cover of this is coming even with the pages, okay? Now this notebook, different than the notebook, the executive notebook that we received in one of the cloth and paper sub boxes. These pages are gonna be white, and they're just the same kind of white with black ink that we have in cloth and paper insert pages. It feels, the paper has the same kind of smooth feel. It actually feels a little bit smoother than the insert pages from cloth and paper, which do have a little tiny bit of tooth to them, and these feel just super smooth. Now, at the front of this, you do have a page that says this notebook belongs to, and then at the bottom, you have a place to put your name, address, phone number, email address, and a memo. Now, usually if I use that page at all, I do put my name and my Google Voice number or my office number on campus. And then for my address, I usually actually put in my website address, because if you go to my website address, I have a contact me place, so you can send me an email. So I put that and my email address so that people can contact me if I were to actually lose this. So on the back of this belongs to page, that page is blank. So your first page is your Cornell Notes page, okay? I hope that I'm in frame. So that, I just love the way, I just saw the way that my nail color right now is playing off the color of this cover. This is so gorgeous. So y'all know I've been looking for some different options of things that I can also give my graduate students at the beginning of the year, the ones that work with me, that I'm either their graduate director or they're working with me in the research center. And so I think this might be the thing. It might be. We're gonna see. Okay, so this one I got because of the color. I love this color. If this color came in dot grid or executive notebook, yum, love it. I will probably buy like 5 of them. But so I'm just, right now, I'm just getting the one. They actually did mention in the happy hour that they're not gonna have like a bunch of different colors and different styles. It's the color is the color, the style is the style. So I wanted that color, so I bought it. But like I said, I don't know, I don't do Cornell Notes that often. But I do use them, but it's not my first note, like it's not gonna be my first blank note page format that I'm gonna go to. But I love that. Okay, so I did go ahead and get the executive notebook as well. I love this color. This is Cafe Noir. Now on the Cloth and Paper website, I will say this noir color looked much more like it was gonna be like a heavy black. This is not. This is more of like a gray black. It is gorgeous though. Like this is so pretty. It is the same 220 pages. It's also an A5, so they're both the same size. So let's slide this off. So because it's now, I will say, of the notebook styles that Cloth and Paper does, their executive notes is my favorite. This is like my favorite. This is my favorite for meeting notes, for taking notes on a talk, for writing, like just everything. I love this note style. I've played with some other note styles over the years, but honestly, my favorite go-to is the executive note in dot grid. Hands down, favorite. Now these both, this is the, because this is actually Ashley's favorite. She loves the grid, sort of the graph grid. I think this is actually called graph. So she loves this format. So you get this in a lot of different note-taking formats from Cloth and Paper. Like I said, I'm more of a dot grid over everything kind of girl. Like, give me that good dot grid. And I know that part of that is because when I went back to doing sort of pen and paper planning, this channel started out as a bullet journal channel, right? And so now I do like that in here in an executive notebook, and this is why this is probably going to be the one that I will gift to my new graduate students. It's because the executive notebook, at the top, you're having a place to put in your subject, and then these 3 rows, the top one here, yeah. So the top is your day, and then the second row is the month, and then the last row is the date. And then you have 2 rows in the date, numbering the days from 1 to 31. This is my favorite when you're taking notes because you could just circle what's appropriate there. So today's the 18th. So you would just circle the Tuesday, July 18th, right? And then right in here, the subject of your meeting or whatever you're doing. If you're using this to start sort of the dailies for a bullet journal, for example, if you're using this as a journaling notebook, like there's so many great ways to be able to use this that could give you some other really amazing function and functionality. Now, if you have this executive notebook that we received from one of the other Cloth and Paper, I'm reaching over to my desk, which is looking a little odd, I'm sure. But this is the one that we received before. And this paper is kind of like an ivory color. Whereas, and you can see easily that in here, this paper is white, right? So I know I'm gonna end up buying more of these for myself and for other people, because this is so pretty. Again, it's got that same good, nice weight that we expect from Cloth and Paper, so you can use your fountain pens, your other pens, and you're not gonna have a lot of ghosting or anything like that in your notebook. Which is really wonderful. So along with the notebooks, I got some additional things for my planner. So I went ahead and picked up these icon covers from Cloth and Paper, which are so, I love the way these look. Look at that. They're so pretty. So these have that little, they're supposed to be glass covers, So on the front and back of them, they have that little plastic film so that they're not completely see-through. But once you take that plastic film off, they will be. And then, so I got these, and then I also got this gorgeous dashboard as well. Whoops. So I'm opening these up because y'all know on this channel we do a little bit of a setup, and I am going to use these to change out some things. So, so I'm just gonna go ahead and open this. Look at that, that is so pretty. So this is just this gorgeous dashboard. It's the same on both sides. So it's just a picture of sort of the corner of a room basically with like a light box with a stack of magazines. This is very editorial, and so it's gonna go just like this in my half letter. Look at that. Is that not gorgeous? I am so excited. This is gonna be the front of my planner in a second. So, okay, so then the other thing that I got are these. So I got these 3 vellums. So this is a set, those 2 are a set, and then this is a single. So this vellum, single vellum is, it just says project. Okay, so it's a nice thick vellum, and underneath it says planning and analysis. So we have that projects vellum. And then I got 2 sets of vellum. So this one, so and these are, let me actually take a look at the receipt. Yeah, so these are the vellum section planner dashboard sets. So one is workflow and one is life cycle. So let's open up this first one. And each one has 3 vellums in it. So these vellums are thinner than this project vellum. This vellum really could be a cover. That's how thick this is. These are definitely thinner. I think you can even see how much thinner they are because you can kind of see my hand straight through them. Whereas these are definitely, this one is, you can still see through it obviously, but it's a thicker weight. Okay, so these say upcoming, which under the upcoming it says next up, to-dos, and near future. And then this one says in progress, and it says for in development, review, and delegated. So love that. And then this last one says archive. So this is completed, records, and stored. So these 3 I'm gonna put actually in my project section, because in that section I wanna be able to put the notes in order, because there are some notes that I am keeping. Even though the project is completed, I usually will keep notes in my planner before moving them onto the notebook section. Sometimes because they have a relationship, they might have a relationship to another project that is still in progress. And so I like the idea of being able to have these because they are thinner vellums. They're not gonna bulk up the planner a lot. I didn't want to add new dividers and sections to the planner. So when I saw that these were possible, I wanted to pick these up. And I believe these are the workflow ones. And then these are gonna be the lifestyle ones. So for these, we have 3. We have one that says Daily Digest, and this says Debrief, Breakdown, and Prioritize. And then we have Tasks, To-Dos, and it's underneath it, it says Get It Done, Check It Off. And then we have this last one, says meetings and notes. And then it says underneath that, it says action items to remember, odds and ends. So I love these. So we are gonna go and put these on and see how these go when we put them in our planner. So let me grab my planner and let's take a look. Okay, so I went ahead and did move to my desk because it was gonna be too hard, honestly, to try and do this in my lap. It's just easier to do this as an overhead. So this is my planner right now. These are my things that I'm gonna be putting in here. So let's go ahead and start, and I'll probably speed y'all up a little bit actually, because I didn't peel these off, and then we're gonna have to take this off. So let's go ahead and do that first. Let's peel these off. And how are we gonna do this? I grab these tweezers. Okay, so one of the things that I've learned over the years of doing this is that there's no easy way to get these on here. But once they get on, they're so pretty. So we're gonna take these off. So both of these are from Cloth and Paper, but I'm gonna go ahead and take those off. I'm gonna put this on. Oh yeah. Oh, she is an icon. She is a legend. She is gorgeous. Okay, so I am actually gonna pull some things out of here because right now, since I was moving and traveling, I still have the month of June in here. That is not normal. I would not, especially this far into the month, would not still have the old previous month in here. I do like to take it out because I don't like it to be too thick. So let's go ahead and pull these out. So that will make things a little bit thinner. So that's just pulling June out from both the personal and the work sections. So as you can see, that already kind of loosened things up quite a bit. Now it's still a little bit thick because I like to use like paper clips and like these metallic paper clips or from Cloth and Paper. that just kind of make it a little bit thicker, but I like them. So let's use this projects one first. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the research section. This is actually the one that I wanted to just put here on top of these projects. Just like that. That makes me so, wait, is that where I wanted to put that? Did I want to put that? Oh no, sorry, that's not where I wanted to put that because that already has a cover. I wanted to put that here. Yes, because all of these back here are projects. And then in the notes section, is where we are going to go ahead and put this workflow, where we have the upcoming, in progress, and archive. And so what I wanted to do was behind this meeting notes section, which we're gonna take that off. And what we wanted to do was just to organize this section in those terms. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to leave this here. And then I'm gonna put these up here like this. And actually, I take it back. I'm going to take this out because this is the cover to this, let me move that. So these are the blanks. So we're gonna stick that here. And then what I'm gonna do is, in this, I love that you have this. So what I'm gonna do is just, with these vellums, just like I said, I'm gonna leave them in the front here. And later on, I'm gonna move the notes that are in here into their right place so that they kind of function the way it's supposed to. And then for these, I am going to put, now this is actually where I'm gonna split things up a little bit. So for the meeting notes, I actually want this to go in the back of the month for the current month. So a lot of times I have meeting notes that are just not necessarily things that develop into projects, but are just notes. And so I want those things to just be in the back of the month for that current month. And then those meeting notes usually go into the archive section. They're usually things that don't necessarily stay in the planner from month to month. But if they do need to stay in the planner from month to month, they're gonna go in the notes section, and then they're gonna go in whatever section of the notes section that they belong in. So they're gonna go in the upcoming section, or they're gonna go in the in progress section, or they're gonna go in the archive section. And then I also want to have in front of the overview is actually where I want to put this tasks and to-dos, which this is probably going to migrate from week to week. And this is just going to have our tasks and to-dos that'll go from week to week. And then this one, that's the daily digest. This one I didn't really have an idea for. It's one of those that I wanted the other two, so I went ahead and bought this one, which came with this one that I'm like, I don't know what I would really do with that. But what I'm gonna do with this one is I'm actually gonna put this one in the back of the month of July for right now. And we might just end up using this one like I would use the task and to-dos at the back of the week, where I'll end up putting in here, just behind this, for example, I'll just use this as an example, is these kind of like notes of things that are happening for like the whole month might just go behind this one so that I just have those in there. All right. So that is how we have that set up. She is so pretty. I love the crystal clear. Now you can tell I heard it when I was on here. These crystal clear covers, I don't know if y'all can already see that, but this one's already scratched up and it's only been on my desk for what, 10 minutes? So these crystal clear ones, I love them, but they don't stay like unscratched for long. So you do have to be careful. If these getting scratched up is gonna bother you, then this is not the product for you. There is no way to get around it, but if you use it, it's gonna get scratched up. And so that's just the way that it is. But I love a good crystal clear cover every once in a while and after a while. So I'm excited. I'm excited. I cannot wait. So one of the things I do want to do is go back to this meeting notes section, because I actually saw this and thought this was so cute. And I don't actually know if I have any, because I still have stuff that hasn't been unpacked in terms of office stuff, and it looks like I don't. So let's use this instead. Let's see how that looks. Oh yeah. Oh, actually, I love that. Okay. So one of the things I saw on a cloth and paper one was using a circle sticky, a transparent circle sticky to kind of highlight what this is. I love that, using the ellipsis. That is so pretty. Now this has me wondering, will I like that if I use it on the vellum? Let's see. Or will it make it too, yeah, that actually doesn't, that, at least this one is too, it obscures too much. Let's see if we put it on the back. Well, it gives the highlighting that we're looking for. Okay, that's actually better. If you do it on the back, you get that nice highlighting. I hope that looks good. Let's see. Can y'all see that? Oh yeah, you can see that. So see how it just gives that nice highlighting and really just highlights the text? I love that. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that for all of them. Let's see, do we want to use the different colors? Let's see how it looks if we use the different colors. So what if we use, yeah, kind of like the idea of the upcoming being in that green, and then the in progress being in this gray tone. So this palette of matte transparent sticky notes is also from Cloth and Paper. Ooh, that's pretty. That's pretty. Okay, and then we have the archive. Now these ellipsis sticky notes are different sizes, so small, medium, large. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that gorgeous? Oh my gosh, y'all, I love that. I love that. And especially because, as you can see, because these are vellums and they are transparent, you are going to be able to see the text behind here of whatever is behind here. So I love this idea of putting this transparent sticky note because it highlights the text. It bolds that out a little bit so that you know what you're looking at, and then still looking at it, kind of draws your eye to this text in the middle instead of focusing on all this text on that's behind it from the notes that are behind it. So I love this. Okay, so this one we're actually gonna move to upcoming. And then the funny thing is, like, all of this is pretty much, yeah. This one's archive. This one's archive. This one's archive. I know I said I was going to do this after, but now that I'm in here. This one's archive. Okay. All right. So I think that, yes. Oh, I'm loving that. I am loving that. That is so gorgeous to me. That makes me so happy. So I think the next thing is just figuring out what I want to do in terms of like some kind of page flag, if I want to add some kind of page flag to the actual vellum or not. So if I do, I'll probably use these as a way to kind of do that. So let's see. Let's just try it out. Okay, I don't know why I can't just pick up one of these. Okay, and then let's get, come on. One of these and one of these. Okay, so let's do one here. And we're gonna do one here. Oops. Oh, that's because I already did the wrong one. Okay, sorry. So that's gonna be there for the archive. There we go. And then that one's gonna be there for in progress. Okay, so that's kind of how that's gonna be set up. And what I might do, I might write something on that. I might not. I might just leave it. We'll see how that goes. I kind of like it not having anything written on it and just knowing that I can just pick that up and that's gonna take me straight to the in progress section. If I pick that up, that's gonna take me straight to the archive section. I'm just gonna probably even those out a little bit in a second. But I love the way that looks. Okay, so let me put this, right now I am using my Notique cover in Bliss. So let's just slide her on in there. Oh, you guys. Oh, doesn't she look pretty? She looks so pretty. I love it. Okay. Oh my goodness, she looks gorgeous. She looks gorgeous. She is an icon. She is a beauty. She is a delight. So I love. Oh yeah, look at how beautiful. With this executive notebook, being able to use this notebook and how that looks next to that. Y'all, this is my favorite. This is my favorite. Okay, so that is it for our unboxing. This one might have been a little long, but this is our unboxing and a setup of how we are going to be using everything that I went ahead and purchased. I am so excited about these. Like, everything that here is things that I purchased from the website. They at least As of the recording of this, all of these items are still available. Of course, I will put them links to them below so that if those are things that you are interested in, you can pick those up. I will be in the future doing like a little sort of half year flip through to show kind of how where my planner is now, because the way I set it up in the beginning of the year and the way it is now are not the same. I think I've taken sections out. I know I've definitely moved sections around, and as you saw, just added some new vellums to help divide and organize things. So I will be going ahead and doing a half year flip through so that y'all can kind of see like a little bit of update of where my planner has kind of grown to now that we have different research projects going and different things happening. Plus, I think it's nice to kind of show like how a planner develops over time as well, so that y'all can see and maybe get some ideas and some inspiration. Thanks for joining me today on this unboxing. I hope that you enjoy the bounty of your plans for the day, and I will see you on the next one. Bye, everybody.